All right, guys, so that was just one container of mashed potatoes, and this can actually be done as a leftover dish. So if you have mashed potatoes left over from something, you can actually use them for this. And we're just gonna even these out in this pan here, and I did spray my pan because that is important. You don't want stuck encrusted mashed potatoes on there. All right, so the next thing we're gonna add is some ground beef, and I just sauteed that real quick with some diced onions and some Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire, whichever you prefer to call it. And that was just 1 pound of ground beef. We just want to create like a layer here. And then I also sauteed some spinach as well. And I used the same pan for my spinach that I did my ground beef. Give it a little bit of flavor. And y'all know spinach cooks down really well. So you want to use a lot of spinach for this dish because you want to trick the kids and the grandkids into eating veggies. And this is a good way to do it. Hide it in between everything else, y'all. Perfect. All right, so the next thing we're gonna add is some cheddar. It is definitely a necessity. We're just gonna add a layer of cheddar cheese. You can use whichever cheese you like. I think this cheddar cheese just goes so well with this recipe. And you can use as much or as little as you want. Then the next thing I'm gonna add is some breadcrumbs. All right, so we're just gonna add a nice layer of breadcrumbs to the top. Now you can also use, instead of breadcrumbs, like crushed up Ritz crackers if you want. That will work as well. But with the breadcrumbs like this, the work is already done. And we know we like to make things easier. So then I also have a stick of melted butter. We're just gonna pour that over the top because that's gonna give us a nice crust that we're looking for. Right over the top. Boom. And then I'm gonna add some green onions. And you know this is the easiest way to cut your green onions. Instead of pulling out the cutting board and doing all that, you can just boom, 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 real quick with some scissors that are clean. These are fresh, freshly cleaned, guys. All right. And then the last thing we are going to add is some parsley. And we're just gonna make this dish look pretty. And I do have my oven preheated to 350. So we're just gonna pop this in there for about 30 minutes. We just want the top to crust because everything is already cooked and ready to go. So we're gonna pop this in the oven for about 30 minutes at 350, and we'll see you guys when we get back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check that out. Oh, it smells so delicious. So I'm just gonna take myself a corner right here. Y'all know I already got my plate ready. Perfect. Y'all see the cheese, spinach. If y'all are trying to trick the kiddos or the grandkids, this is a perfect way to do it. And I did let this cool down, and it is still hot. So we're just gonna give it a blow. I had a nice crust on top with the breadcrumbs and the cheese. And then that meat and mashed potatoes just come in there at the end. Boom. Y'all saw how quick and easy this was. Y'all gotta try this for yourself.